Welcome back to Baku and the National Gymnastics Arena, where in just a few moments we will begin the groups cross-battle competition. The drive to be the European Cup Cross Battles champion has been raging here in the Azerbaijani capital. We had a thrilling morning of senior individual competition that concluded just about an hour ago, and now it is time for the groups to take center stage. 6 of them have advanced to this final stage of the cross battle. The first group that we will see on the carpet is a group of independent neutral athletes. They will contend in a head-to-head with Italy. After that, it will be Ukraine and Israel, and then another group of independent neutral athletes competing against Bulgaria. Let's meet the gymnasts in this first head-to-head matchup. A young group of independent neutral athletes will meet Team Italy. Team Italy seasoned after their first year on the international circuit in 2025. They return hungry. Our second head-to-head pairing features the team of Ukraine, who will perform first up. Mostly they are the same group that took part and won in the mixed apparatus competition at the World Championships in Brazil last year. And they will be facing a still young group from Israel. The winners in the all-around competition in the prelims of this European Cup Cross Battles competition were this team, AIN 1, and they will be attempting to see off Bulgaria. A true collision of greats potentially taking place here in Baku. The Bulgarians ought to be very comfortable in this competition, in this arena, though there have been some questions about their performances based on what we've already seen in World Cup competition this year. But those competitions have built up to this day and this moment here in Baku. We don't know what's going to happen, and that is one of the things that makes cross-battling so exciting in rhythmic gymnastics. It's a departure from the traditional way of determining champions in this sport, and it's been very refreshing. There are some surprises, even some shocks. Not everything always goes to plan, and that's part of the beauty of sport. All 6 of these groups will perform first with the 5 balls. Last year, it was 5 ribbons that were the single apparatus, so these are all forcibly new routines for 2026. And then the top 3 after the cross battles will do their routine with the mixed apparatus, the 3 hoops and 2 pairs of clubs, and that is a winner-take-all format amongst the top 3 in the final. Gymnastics fans, young and old, have gathered here in Azerbaijan's beautiful capital city on the Caspian Sea. It's got a wonderful boulevard, And this arena is located just interior of that, a short bus or cab ride away. It is a beautiful space, and gymnasts around the world who get the opportunity to visit or to train and compete here all remark on it.
So please welcome.
We are going to begin with 5 gymnasts representing AIN 2, all 15 or 16 years old, including one who is brand new to the group. What AIN 2 is going to be presenting with the 5 balls is a very modern take on Swan Lake. A fresh take on a classic with a wow finish by these 5 very young gymnasts. They are Elena Seliverstova, Alina Proshchalkina, Daria Melnik, Zlata Remchukova, Nelly Rutskaya, and Nicole Andronchik. We will see Remchukova with the mixed apparatus. The brand new addition to this team is Daria Melnik. She will only be performing this routine with the 5 balls. There's a lot to admire. Right at the very beginning, there's just a little nod to perhaps the head and neck and beak of a swan. And then they are straight into their choreography. Some very graceful body waves right before the first position, the back scale. Ever so slightly out of sync as they bounce the balls on the floor. but that will only be a very small deduction.
Ladies and gentlemen, now please welcome Team Italy.
Next onto the carpet, the team from Italy. This is a slightly remixed group of athletes since the World Championships last autumn. This routine is going to be done to the music Hero by Tommy Prophet. A fight to the finish for Team Italy. Cheered on by their fans throughout this exercise. Italy represented here by Chiara Badi, Bianca Vignosi, Sasha Mukina, Sofia Sicchignano, and Gaia Pozzi. It was a routine that was not without its issues in various places. Sometimes there was a bit of a lack of synchronicity when it came to setting up some of these elements, although that side scale balance was really nice. There was also one throw in which it looked like 4 of the gymnasts did chaîné turns under the trajectory of the ball, but one of the gymnasts, realizing that she was a bit off, did not do the chaîné turn. And the cruelty of group rhythmic gymnastics is that even if 4 people do it right and one person gets it wrong, they will only receive credit for what the lowest scoring member of the group did. So the person who didn't do the chaîné turns well, that's going to be the value of the element that the entire group receives. There was also one or two places where it seemed like they almost had to stop and reset, and to their credit, they didn't. They got through it. But it may not be the score that they really want. And indeed, that is quite clear. AIN will go through with 25.75, Italy receiving 23.75. Those small deductions in the interior of the exercise catching up with them. So our first finalist is the group of individual neutral athletes. We are in the company of world champions, here to present their new 5 balls routine. The group from Ukraine. They were resplendent in Rio in the summer, and they come here seeking more gold. And if you have just one chance, one moment, this is the routine to watch.
One shot, one opportunity. He sees everything you ever wanted. One moment, one shot, and one opportunity. Sees everything you ever wanted.
Thank you, girls, for this.
It is potentially an iconic exercise. The Ukrainian team performing to Eminem. Who knew that contemporary American rap and classical ballet would meld together so well? Ukraine represented here by Elizaveta Aza, Diana Baeva, Valeria Permeta, Kira Shirkina, and Alexandra Yushchak. Their choreographers have done a wonderful job at making sure the exchanges are really perfectly timed with dramatic moments in the song. They're a throw, an illusion turn, and a catch. The exchanges were, for the most part, very clean. And in the one or two cases where that wasn't the case, the gymnast in question really did a wonderful job of styling it out and making it look like, oh, I meant to do that, even if there was a little extra choreography or a couple of extra steps that had to be taken. As a whole, for a new routine, it was a real veteran's performance. And that's not too surprising given the extensive experience that most of these group members have. Kira Shirikina, at 16 years old, is the baby of the group. But they do have some impeccably seasoned veterans. Diana Baeva and Valeria Perimeta are Olympians. The second team to take to the carpet in this head-to-head with their 5 balls performance is Israel. They were the top scorers in the qualification with this apparatus. 26.4 was the number that they earned. Look out for this first collaboration and exchange.
Thank you, girls. We wish you good luck.
The team of Israel, and if you like a bit of scorpions, you will love this exercise. Israel represented here by Agam Gev, Abigail Shved, Arina Vozdetskaya, Sofia Prezhin, and Taisha Sokolenko. Like many of the groups here, this is quite a fresh group since the Olympic break for Israel. It's really a composite of their senior and junior teams from the last European Championship, with Agam Gev and Arina Vozdetskaya, the only World Championships competitors remaining from Rio. And the rest of them, apart from Taisha Sokolenko, were part of the Junior European Championships group last year. That group very successful. They won silver with the 5 clubs and bronze with the 5 hoops. But in the senior division, the second routine is with the mixed apparatus, so that will be something new for several of these gymnasts. It's a very nice production overall from Israel. They don't have to be perfect here. Remember, at this stage, they just have to be better than Ukraine. And indeed, they are. Israel takes it 27.8 to 25.65 for the Ukrainians. So Israel moves forward, joining AIN2 in the medal round. And how nice to see the camaraderie between gymnasts of different nations.
AIN1.
Next up, the team from AIN1. They have competed, most of them, at 3 World Cups already this season. They have been on the podium in both the all-around and the 5 balls competition in Tashkent. What can they produce here in Baku? Let's see. Difficult turn of events late in this exercise for this individual neutral athletes team, represented here by Polina Alexandrova, Sofia Barisevic, Valeria Malkovich, Hanna Shakun, and Taisha Yurchak. The use of a replacement ball was needed. Before that, there were some little problems as well, really controlling the trajectory on a couple of the throws. There was one gymnast who I believe went out of bounds ever so briefly. The deduction for that just like in the individual competition, is 3/10 of a point. There was also a dropped ball. And again, when the ball is dropped and doesn't go outside of the carpet, it depends on the deduction, depends on how many steps have to be taken to retrieve it. And even in that collaboration, that exchange of apparatus, you can see the gymnast just making minor trajectory modifications. The judges are seeing all that and noting them down. One of the hardest things as you go through a routine that is as long as a group rhythmic routine is when there are mistakes at the beginning. It can be very difficult as an athlete to put those mistakes out of your mind and concentrate on the things that you have to do in order to just complete the routine well. Everything, of course, is experience, and they are a young and rather untested group of athletes. They haven't competed together all that long. They do have a new member in Kiriana Shvetsova, who's competing here only with the mixed apparatus. And so this competition today, they might well draw a line under it if they don't advance and chalk it up to experience. Their competition here in this head-to-head is the formidable group from Bulgaria. 3 Olympic veterans in this team, and there's also quite a fresh look. We'll get more into that. Some very talented individuals as well. This is To Requiem by Mozart. It's a new year and a new beginning for Team Bulgaria. 2025 was tough on this group of athletes, but 2026, well, it's a new dawn, and that was a very sharp, almost ferocious opening, you might say, to their competition here in Baku. It's clear how hungry they are for success. Team members here: Sofia Ivanova, Emilia Obretinova, Raya Bozheleva, Magdalena Minevska, and Margarita Vasileva. In terms of assurance, when it came to the exchanges and the throws and catches, Bulgaria looked maybe the most confident of the 6 teams that have performed here. They are quite seasoned. You have Olympians in people like Sofia Ivanova, who is the undisputed leader of this team. And she was interviewed in the documentary Chasing Perfection Inside the Cross Battle, which is now available on the European Gymnastics YouTube channel, and spoke so eloquently about what it meant to prepare for a competition like this. It's a clear walkover for Bulgaria, 27.95 compared to 21.4 for AIN1. Bulgaria is off to the races here at the European Cup. We know the identities of our final 3. AIN defeating Italy, and then Israel topping Ukraine, and then Bulgaria, the 3rd team to go through. Well done to all 3. They are on the podium. But in which order? Well, that's the question that is still to be determined, and it's the mixed apparatus routine that is going to answer that question. The 3 hoops and 2 pairs of clubs will determine the teams that finish 1st, 2nd, and 3rd in this European Cup cross battle group competition. From 6, we have the final 3. AIN2, Israel, and Bulgaria all have a shot at the gold, and it comes down to this final routine. And the way each team might be feeling about this is different depending on how things went in the preliminary for them earlier this week with 3 hoops and 2 pairs of clubs. For the AIN team that we are going to see first, it went very well. They scored 27.25, and that was the best of any team in this final. For Israel, they were 7th, and so lots of room to improve for the Israelis. It's a new chance to impress and really to go out there and end this competition by nailing a routine. Bulgaria is somewhere in the middle. They were 4th with this exercise with a score of only 22.75. They can do better. They know it. They even swallowed a 0.3 deduction, a penalty, for one of the things in their routine. And so it might be that Bulgaria and Israel come into this thinking, well, we can improve. We have another shot. If you are AIN, well, you just want to do the routine that you did in the preliminaries, or one very much like it. High energy, something of a party atmosphere here in the National Gymnastics Arena. It's midday in Baku, but there's terrific theatrical lighting around the floor. And everybody wants to see what is going to happen next, including some of the people who have competed earlier today. Individuals taking their place in the stands to support their teammates and to see really what the rest of Europe has going on. In this final, we will be seeing a few gymnasts that we have not yet seen, including Magdalena Valkova of Bulgaria. It's a very interesting story with her. Valkova is just 16 years old, and she is the reigning world junior champion with the hoop. She has now gone into the group. It's going to be interesting to see how she has melded and what her particular skills bring to their mixed apparatus exercise.
Please welcome to the finalists, AIN2.
The presentation of the three finalists. First on to the carpet will be AIN2. And it will be our first opportunity to see Zlata Remchukova, who performs only the mixed routine. Daria Melnik performed with the 5 balls.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Team Israel.
Second up, Team Israel. And the addition to the team for the mixed apparatus is Karen Sobel. She will come in for Irina Vozdetskaya.
And last team, please welcome Team Bulgaria.
Last onto the carpet will be Bulgaria, who scored a very impressive 27.95 with the balls. It all went right in routine 1. Can they keep it going in routine 2? That is the question for all 3 of these teams heading into this final. Welcome back to the European Cup, the senior group cross battles. We are in the heat of competition and the pressure has been turned up. 3 groups remain, all of them battling for gold, and this is the routine that is going to make the difference. All of the other routines, what has come before, has been wiped away. Clean slates for all 3 teams. One routine will determine the destination of the medals. From wherever in the world you are joining, it is a pleasure to have your company. We hope that you've been enjoying rhythmic gymnastics and that you will enjoy the 3 performances still to come. It's quite a quick turnaround for each of these 3 groups who just finished performing with the 5 balls. At World Cup competitions, they certainly have a lot more time to regroup and catch their breath. But such is the format here, that they really have to do routines almost back to back. It does make us wonder if maybe fatigue could begin to play a factor.
Welcome, Team AIN2.
First up, Team AIN2, Elena Seliverstova, Alina Proschastelkina, Nelly Rutskaya, Zlata Remchukova, and Nicole Andronchik. Having had the classic, we are now going to see the contemporary with the mixed apparatus. It's a very entertaining bit of gymnastics, that. Fast-paced work. A variety of different types of dance steps showcased and characters portrayed. So well-rounded routine, clearly. And that will set the bar very high for the two teams to come.
Thank you so much, girls. We wish you good luck. Teşekkür ederim kızlar.
We would do well to remember that this is still a very young team. Only one of these performers in the mixed apparatus is even 16 years old. The rest are 15.
È una giornata particolare. Si inizia con un buon caffè. L'amore in città e c'è un profumo di donne. Dai.
The basics are very well presented. The balances, and they work together collaboratively really nicely as well. An exchange of apparatus there, one of their biggest ones.
La brava la Carmen.
Thank you so much.
And there's a fair amount of risk taken throughout this exercise as well. And there's the use of cannon, the cascading effect in the choreography, and impeccable fouette pivots.
We are ready.
The
to
unison
watch
is really quite
another
astonishing.
performance. So next on the floor is Israel.
Second onto the carpet, the group from Israel. Here is Agamgev, Avigail Shed, Sofia Prezhin, Karen Sobol, and Taisha Sokolenko. Israel with room to improve after their preliminary with the mixed apparatus. It's so nice when a group of gymnasts really appears to enjoy the music that they are performing to. The group from Israel having a well-deserved curtain call. Remember, they scored only 21.85 for this mixed apparatus routine in the preliminaries. They may well have gone above that here. The music is a composite, Ke Kalor by District 78 and Bassa Sababa by Neta, an Israeli performing artist who actually won the Eurovision Song Competition back in 2018, if I'm not mistaken. Israel is known for the inventive way that they exchange the apparatus. They are also known for building pyramids in their collaborations. We don't see as much of that here as we do in some of their other routines. But for the most part, it was very poised. It did look like there was one near drop of a hoop about halfway through the exercise. And so that might cost them a little bit.
To watch another amazing performance. So next on the floor,
but it's all in the hands of the judges.
Please welcome.
One performance left, and it comes from Bulgaria. Fourth with this routine in the preliminary competition. Could they come up and take it all? Here are Sofia Ivanova, Emilia Obratinova, Raya Boжилova, Magdalena Valkova, and Magdalena Minevska. It's spring, a time of new beginnings, a time of fresh starts. The Bulgarian team knows this. The title of this piece of music is An End for a Prelude.
Thank
2025 was the prelude, but 2026 is the time when they have burst forth, and that was a statement-making performance. Bulgaria is back. There's a wonderful beginning to this exercise. The gymnasts fluttering their fingers, evocative of butterflies. And many special little touches in the routine, even something like using a split side leap to go into the corner before an exchange of apparatus. The exchanges were well managed. There was the point at the very end with the gymnast absolutely diving for the hoop. But that's not going to be too much of a deduction. It just shows the amount of heart that the Bulgarians have put into this routine. It is a special one.
Aziz dostlar, hörmətli xanımlar və cənablar, mən ilk münasibət üzrə Avropa Kubokunun qrup əlçətləri üzrə çarpaz qarşılaşmalar nəticələri bir qədər sonra ekranda təsvir olunacaq. Xatırladıram, birincinin uğrunda.
From a difficulty standpoint, AIN in the preliminary had the highest amount of difficulty. Bulgaria was second, Israel was third. That might mean that it will be hard for the Bulgarians, unless they found a few extra tenths of difficulty, to take this title. But we will see.
And the winner of gold is Bulgaria.
But they've done it. Bulgaria has done it. 27.35 has given them the title, ahead of Israel 27.05 and AIN to 26.8. There are your European Cup cross battle champions, the Bulgarians. Well done to them.
Ladies and gentlemen, according to the final
So
score,
bronze
our
to
winners,
AIN 2,
third place,
silver
AIN
to
2,
Israel,
second place,
and gold
Israel,
to
and
the
first
Bulgarian
place
group.
is Bulgaria.
They did indeed find the difficulty. They found a lot more difficulty, 13.4. That is more than a point over what they showed in the preliminaries, and it paid off. Bulgaria took the risks, and they are rewarded in gold. We'll have the medal ceremony honoring all of the groups in this cross battle competition coming up in just a little bit. Please do stay tuned here in Baku.
Welcome the teams.
It is now time for the award ceremony for the senior groups cross battles competition. All 6 of the teams that took part here will be recognized, and we will start off with those teams who are in the 4th through 6th positions.
Award ceremony for seniors group cross battles. Team AIN 1, Alexandria Polina, Borisevich Sofia, Malkovich Valeria, Shakon Hanna, Shevtsova Kiliana, Yirchak Taisia. Team Italy, Badichara, Mukina Sasha, Atiavani Sirena, Poti Kaya, Sigiano Sofia, Vignozzi Bianca. Team Ukraine, Azza Елизавета, Paeva Diana, Horodnicha Polina, Piramita Valeria, Shirikina Kira, and Yushchak Alexandra. The coupons for prize money are presented by Natalia
AIN won in 6th position, Italy in 5th, and Ukraine in 4th.
Maksud Farzulayev, Chief Executive Officer of the BAKU City Circuit Operations Company, and Sayla Pitkalyan, Rhythmic Gymnastics Technical Committee member of European Gymnastics. Congratulations to the all team. We continue award ceremony for seniors group cross battles. Third place and bronze medalist, AIN 2, Andranchik Nicole, Melnik Daria, Proschalykina Alina, Remchikova Zlata, Krutskaya Neli, Silvestva Alena. Second place and silver medalist, Team
The bronze
Israel,
medal to
Kevada,
AIN 2
Gostevka
in the
Alina,
senior
Krishna
cross
Sofia,
battle
Shved
competition.
Andal, Sobol Keren, Sokolonka Taisia.
Silver received
And
by
gold
Israel.
medalist and the winner of the European Cup cross battles is Team Bulgaria, Bazilova Raya, Ivanova Sofia, Minevskaya Magdalena, Abrityenova Emilia, Valkova
It was a
Magdalena,
great
Vasilieva
statement.
Margarita.
Bulgaria in
The
gold
medals are
in
presented
Baku.
by President
The
of
senior
European
group
Gymnastics
cross
Administration
battles
for Youth and
champions
Support of the
at the
Republic of
European
Azerbaijan,
Cup.
Farid Gayibov, Elisabeth Ashvili, Rhythmic Gymnastics Technical Committee President of the European Gymnastics, Isabelle de Casio, Rhythmic Gymnastics Technical Committee Vice President of the European Gymnastics.
The gold medals presented by European Gymnastics President Farid Gayibov. A proud moment for all of these gymnasts, particularly for Bulgarian captain Sofia Ivanova, being a captain just a moment ago and helping adjust one of her teammates' medals.
Please stand and show your respect for the national anthem of Bulgaria. Congratulations.
Tebrik ederiz.
The medalists in the group cross battle competition: bronze to AIN2, silver to Israel, and gold to Bulgaria. Thus draws to a close a thrilling week of competition and day of cross battles finals at the 2026 European Cup at the National Gymnastics Arena in Baku. We hope that you have enjoyed all of the performances and the thrilling competition that we have seen over the past several days. For all of us at European Gymnastics,
Now,
it is goodbye, but
move
not
on
farewell,
the award ceremony
because
for the
at the end of the month,
nominations
we
established
will
by
be
the
back with
organizer
more
within the
rhythmic
framework of the
gymnastics, the
European
European Championships.
consistent
And guess where it
participation in
is?
European Cup
Varna,
competition and for
Bulgaria.
demonstrating
See you there.
outstanding stability in our results, the Cross Battle Queen Award is presented to Sofia Raffaele. The cup is presented by Executive Committee Member of Azerbaijan Gymnastics Federation, Mrs. Bakarova. Congratulations! The Breakthrough Team Award is presented to Team Venezuela for joining the European Cup from another continent and for delivering remarkable performances and group routines. The cup is presented by Executive Committee Member of Azerbaijan Gymnastics Federation, Vafa Bakarova.
Special awards from this European Cup now being presented to Sofia Raffaele of Italy in the individual competition, and to Venezuela, one of the breakthrough groups in this European Cup, for joining the Cup from another continent. They have traveled a long
Teşekkür
way
ederim.
to be here,
Congratulations.
and they have performed very well indeed. Recognition for Venezuela's Maria Victoria Escobar, Gabriela Rodriguez, Kaylee Ramirez, Mariana Donia, Camila Campos, and Samantha
Aziz
Rojas.
dostlar, beləliklə bədii gimnastika üzrə Avropa Kuboku yekunlaşdı. Aktiv iştirakınız üçün sizə sonsuz təşəkkürlər.
Once more, huge thanks for joining us for the coverage of this European Cup. We hope that you have enjoyed the cross battles and that you'll be joining us again at the end of the month for the European Championships of Rhythmic Gymnastics in Bulgaria. So long.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are ready to invite our first gymnast.
Certo ci fu qualche tempesta, anni di amore alla follia. I must have seen when he told me that he loved me.
Hope he's around it. Help me bring you the bread of significance. Just know you'll be better for listening.
Hanımlar ve
Really?
aziz dostlar, hörmətli xanımlar və beylər, çox təbrik olmayan həmsilər. Grup erkekler üzrə cavab.
And according to the final score, our winners, Bulgaria